heard that, I know every election, it's like, oh yeah, if this person gets elected, we're all going to die. I saw voter die. I saw the whole voter die campaign. I didn't die. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't vote for a Democrat or a Republican in that election, and nobody showed up at my house with a gun and shot me. So don't tell Diddy. Maybe he's gonna come to my house because he's been known to go and hurt somebody, right? So my point is to say that look, I don't care what your politics are. I'm not here to argue with your politics. I'm here to debate you and to encourage you to really think about those idiosyncratic factors that you have that you can manage that will get you to the next level. Again, I talked to a 56-year-old brother yesterday. We did a one-on-one consultation, and he mentioned something that I'd said in 2017, he said it, and I said, yes, it sounds like something I would say. And he said that I mentioned to him that there are three ways that people get rich in America. Write this down if you don't know this. Write this down if you have a piece of paper. Three ways that people get rich in America. One is through real estate. Two is a stock market investing, and three is owning your own business. Those are the three ways that you get rich in America: real estate, stock market investing, owning your own business. And he said that he said I was a professional. I had a great job. He went to a very prestigious university. He had a very nice corporate job, making over six figures. And he said I looked at my life and realized, man, I'm not doing any of those things. So what he did was he said at that point I made a little pivot. So he didn't quit his job. See, this is the thing I want to be real clear about. I've mentioned this before, but forgive me if I have to be redundant because I have to say it for those who are new. I've never told anybody to quit their job. I've never said having a job makes you a sucker. I've never said that you should never work for other people because I'd be a hypocrite. I work for people. I went to speak at a conference 2 days ago, the Power Networking conference. I was working for George Fraser that day. On that day, I was at his service. So there's nothing wrong with working for other people. But as I was mentioned, there's a difference between working for people because you want to versus working for people because you have to. That's it. I just want you out of the trap. That's it. So anyway, what he said he did then was he with his wife, and he's been married over 30 something years. See, this is where the real men are located. They hide us. They hide the real men on TV. They want the little boys on TV. They want the little rappers and goofballs and with eight babies mamas and all the chaos going on. Those are the guys they want to celebrate. That's the culture they want to celebrate. They don't talk about those hardworking men who have loved a woman for a long time, who've raised their kids, who've done a great job with their families. That doesn't really get thrown up there on TV. Barack might be the exception because the Democrats like him, but the rest of us kind of get ignored. Well, anyway, this man has been married to his wife for 32 years. He has two grown children that are both doing extremely well. One was doing something in venture capital, the other one was doing something in banking or engineering. I don't remember, but his kids were doing extremely well. A lot of y'all got families like this, like the Patillo family. I saw Mrs. Patillo the other day. Some of y'all are really getting it in, and I love this. This makes me so proud of you. But then he also said that after that he bought real estate with his wife. Then he started a family. He started buying stock. He said, I saw your $5 a day plan, which by the way, it's for free. It's at blackwealthmasterplan.com. He said, I took you up on that and I started buying stock. And then he said that he started a business in addition to his job. And literally, I didn't ask that particular question, but I got a sense that because he made those tiny pivots, his wealth level has skyrocketed. All I know is he just smiled and said, "We're doing very well," like kind of like that, right? And so I know his wealth has skyrocketed and his income has skyrocketed because he made those little pivots. He made those idiosyncratic choices. He didn't sit around and say, "Gosh, if Trump gets elected, I can never get this done." He didn't say if Biden gets in office, then that's going to just ruin everything for me. He didn't say that. He didn't say, oh, well, if we elect Obama again, then that's going to really open doors for me. He didn't say any of that. He said, as a man, as a the powerful man that I am, man is short for manifest. Men have lots of power. We have lots of power. We have so much power, and it's very important to understand that power so you know how to use it in a way that helps people as opposed to hurts them. He said, as a man, I have certain choices I can make, and I'm going to make those choices. Because remember, I've never met a white man who told me I could not read a book. I've never met a white man who told me I could not save my money. I've never met a white man who told me I could not take care of my kids. I've never met a white man who told me I had to eat Popeye's chicken and die from a heart attack, at the age of 50. None of that, right? So my point is to say that there are many, many degrees of freedom that we do have, and this affects these idiosyncrasies. There's that word. That's the word for today, idiosyncrasies. Those person-specific, individualized choices I can make that are going to have a market and direct impact on my life. So focus on the idiosyncrasies. That's what's going to get you ahead. I know it works. This is not theory. This is practice. Because I every day, every single day, pretty much, I'm doing a one-on-one with students or families, and they're doing it. I've seen their wealth levels rise, and it's because they're applying principles of strong economics. You get away from you get away from renting and spending and borrowing and just always being the employee to putting yourself in situations where you are the owner, you are the boss, you are the investor. See, these are the people that do well. And in fact, actually, I'm gonna move to my next point that I wanted to talk about today, because I want to finish up a little bit early because we're going to do our stock options Q&A at 11 o'clock Eastern. So again, if you want to join, it's for the Prime members. If you want to join Prime, just go to drboyceprime.com, drboyceprime.com. It's not too late to join. I'll email out the invitation one more time so you guys can join if you want to come on in. All right. So the other point on this is this. I was thinking this morning, I told you guys for financial consciousness, I always just sort of listen to financial news and think about things and sit on the treadmill and stuff comes to me. So here's something that came to me today. I was listening to Larry Summers speak on NPR. And Larry Summers is a smart economist. I remember reading his research papers when I was in graduate school.